Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to another review for Anime Month, and continuing with my reviews of the Pokemon series, and this will be the last one of our review of the Pokemon series for now, though. But I'll get to the rest eventually, because I want to enter. This is the one where it ends with before this is the last one where Ash is with where he ends like in the mostly like the original series until he gets into the Ruby Sapphire basically. But end of the Johto League. So before they depart, before Ash, Brock, and Misty depart. But I'll get to the rest. I'll get to the rest of the series eventually. But I want to get sick of this because of the end of the. Because like I said, Misty leaves. For her journey, and so was Brock. Well, even though Brock comes back though in the next series though, but with the original trio, I should say, with the original trio. So this will be my review of the series of next one of the end of the Johto League of Master Quest. Like I said, I'll get to the rest of the eventually. I'll get to the rest of the series, but for now, stick with the first. The first 5 seasons. Now, with Master Quest, released from 2000 up to 2001, I think it was. No, wait, it's... No, the original release, 2001, ran from 2001 to 2002. So, yeah. It still follows Ash, and is still competing in the Johto League. And shortly after, when he this is after we just defeated Chuck, the gym leader, and after giving the medicine to the medicine for Jasmine's Ampharos at the lighthouse. Before they go back to the gym there in Olivine City, they decided to explore the Whirl Islands. And this is one point where... before I get to that, though, it's the intro to the Master Quest. It's not bad, though, but it's one of my least favorite of the themes for the intros of the Pokemon series. I mean, the first theme of the series is always going to be the best, as 99% of the people would say, which I would agree with. But like ones like we all live in the Pokemon world, or Born to be a Winner, or the Johto League theme. Those are much better than the one for Master Quest. To me, it's one of my least favorite themes of the series. I mean, ones like the theme for the Battle Frontier, I really do enjoy. I think I put that theme above this one. Or I'm Unbeatable from Pokemon Advanced Battle. I put above Master Quest. Or even the Adventures in Unova, the Adventures of Unova theme, or the remix version of the original theme for Pokemon XY. I put those things above the theme for Master Quest. And it's also one of my I like this. I like Master Quest though, but this is the 5th season of the Pokemon series, and it's my the first 5. It's my least favorite of the first 5. But there's other series I think I'll put above Master Quest for me though. Like I would put the series of Diamond and Pearl above. Well, either one of each series of Diamond and Pearl of the Sinnoh League I put above Master Quest. I think I probably put some of the seasons of Black and White above Master Quest. But like I said, I don't hate Master Quest. Otherwise, I would put it as a rant though. But it's not a rant, so I still like Master Quest. But it's one of my least favorite seasons of the Pokemon series. So just really quick to put that out there. But getting onto the more on the plot at hand here. And also I would say, but about my favorite episodes of Master Quest. In this case, I don't have any favorites. Although probably the ones that stand out is one episode where Ash and Misty compete in this water Pokemon competition. Because by this time, Misty had caught a Corsola, and well, she didn't use the Corsola in the first round. Psyduck accidentally let himself out again, and this is when when she fights against Ash against his Kingler, and Psyduck uses because he got a headache from Kingler's Vice Grip. He uses his psychic powers to defeat Ash, so Misty beats Ash in that case. That's probably the reason why I like that episode, because Misty beat Ash in that case thanks to Psyduck's luck, the dumb look with Psyduck. So that's one episode I like, and but before I think it was after the competition. Looking up the episodes. Yeah, it was after the competition that another one that gets more in the tense ones, because they encounter this young boy. What the boy's name? That doesn't say though. Doesn't say who the boy is though, but he has a lantern. But he is friends with a baby Lugia. Now, and there's the mother Lugia out there, and now I'm not sure if it's consistent. Not sure if this is if the mother Lugia is the same Lugia from the Pokemon the movie 2000, because in the movie Pokemon the movie 2000, Lugia using telepathy spoke with a male voice. But they say this is a mother Lugia looking at the baby Lugia. So that I'm so I'm not concerned because if you recall when I reviewed Pokemon the movie with Genesect, like the Mewtwo spoke with a female voice instead of like the mean intimidating voice like from the Mewtwo from Pokemon the first movie. Like, is that supposed to be consistent? Because that Mewtwo and the one in Genesect had the same flashback when he was created in the lab. So am I supposed to believe that's supposed to be the same same Mewtwo from the Pokemon the first movie as it did they throughout all the clones that it created and it was looking after? So that's one thing I just never got with that movie. I mean, I like the movie though, but just the biggest problem is Mewtwo. So out of all the Pokemon movies, that's if there's one Pokemon movie that I have one big problem with, and that's that movie, because the biggest complaint is with Mewtwo. Because is that supposed to be the same Mewtwo from Pokemon the first movie? Here, like in this episode, the mother Lugia, is that supposed to be the same one from Pokemon the movie 2000? Even though this is a female Lugia looking after a baby, and then one from Pokemon the movie 2000 spoke with a male voice. I don't know, maybe I'm just putting too much thought into it, and I'm just overlooking it, maybe, but it's just when you watch this show for a number of years like I have, because I grew up with the show, you think you would find, some inconsistencies, you can say, or for the supposed to be continuity. But I'm just overthinking it though. But well, how can I overthink it when the consistencies between that and that, But I'm just saying. But feel free to leave in the comments, say if you agree or disagree, or maybe my point of view is right. I don't know. But hey, I always want to be proven wrong and some stuff. So, but hey, let me know what you think of it though. But anyway, but. In this episode, which is a part of the series, because Ash meets up with his old rival Richie from the Indigo League with his Pikachu, Sparky, I think it was the name was. And Team Rocket has one of their sinister plans is to capture the baby Lugia in order to lure the mother in, because one of the Team Rocket's evil scientist doctors is going to use Lugia, the mother Lugia, to one of his inventions to make it very aggressive and to use its power to make it more like 10 times stronger for destruction. So eventually, when they get captured, and to calm the baby, the mother down. But yeah, like it's rage. That's what it was, to make its rage grow further. So that's like the most, that's like the most intense part of this season is with that, because of his Team Rocket can do a lot of sinister things. It sort of has other organizations like Team Galactic or Team Plasma, but with Jesse and James, they want to do everything to please with their bosses. So even though throughout episodes of the series as well as the movies, they can do good things though, but they're just other times they're just too greedy or too stupid, but sometimes they just want too much. They just want to please their boss so much that they want to be the best in Team Rocket. So they're willing to do things sinister or something like that though. But there are times when you see them do good deeds though. But not in this case, though. So after that, eventually after that, we're now with, eventually a few episodes later, they're dealing with Suicune and like Team Rocket. There was a sacred bell from Ecruteak. See, like when I talked about like from the previous in Johto League Champions, dealing with Ho-Oh. And like when the bell breaks, Pokemon that was living in the forest, like they trap everybody in the town because they spray like all the webbings, like mostly like the bug Pokemon. They're very angry because the sacred bell got broken. But eventually it's fixed anyway. I think if I remember, Ho-Oh appears. I think I remember that. And then with the least another that Ash wants another one. He meets with his rival Gary again, and Ash gets his own Pokemon egg, and it hatches into a Fanpy. At first, Fanpy doesn't listen to Ash, but eventually does, and then eventually evolves into Donphan. And I'm just going to scroll through the episodes of ones I most remember about, because I have no favorite episodes in this series of mine. So because Master Quest is one of my least favorite seasons that I watch. But eventually he fights Jasmine and wins the badge of the Olivine City, and then leading up to trying to duel against who has the ice type, Morton? Or no, Price, because he was a gym leader that's basically he's cold because he thinks that because he had a story that he had a Piloswine. And how he loved when he was a kid, and one day it just went off and never came back though. So Price assumed that Piloswine never wanted to see him again, but that's why he was so cold versus Ash and didn't want to do no battles or anything. But until one thing leads to another, when he finds his Piloswine was encased in ice, carrying some herbs, because when Price was a boy and so he was sick, I guess, he went up to find some herbal herbs, and he got frozen. So, basically, Price assumed, he jumped to conclusions, and did not know about that, so now he felt bad about what he had said about Piloswine and everything, so eventually his Piloswine, or he's friends with his Piloswine again, and he fights Ash, and Ash wins, I forget what was it, the Ice Badge, or the Frost Badge, I think it was, I forget. And then eventually leading up to where he fights Blackthorn City, where he fights before Claire, who is specialized in dragon Pokemon. And then with the one thing happened with his I think it was a Dragonite because she had a Dragonair. It dealt with something I forget because, like I said, this is one of my least favorite I've watched, so I'm a little bit I'm still a little bit unclear because I haven't seen this season in quite some time. So, but eventually they work together to fix the problem, and then eventually when Claire challenges Ash to a gym battle, and eventually Ash wins the dragon. What was it? I keep forgetting the dragon badge, or like I remember most of the badges from the Johto League, especially what I forget was the last three, like this with Jasmine's, Claire's, and Price's badges. I forget the name for those though. And then eventually, when he finally gets to the Johto League, he does really good at the Johto League, and until he fights this one opponent. Before he fights his one opponent, he finally faces against his rival Gary, because you can see how he wanted to challenge to fight against Gary. You know, ever since the start of when Ash started his Pokemon journey back in Kanto for the Indigo League, and finally, which I enjoy the series between him. I enjoy the fight between him and Gary, which many people do enjoy, between old rivals finally fighting together. And like I think what Ash used his. I know he uses his Snorlax, Muck, his Tauros. Think who else did he use? I know he used Charizard when he fought against his Blastoise. I forget the rest though, but eventually it was a good battle between Blastoise and Charizard using the Seismic Toss. And eventually Charizard beats Blastoise, and Ash wins victorious over Gary. And so then from then on, Gary decided he wanted to quit being not Pokemon trainer, but from competing those, he wanted to be a Pokemon researcher. And that's why you see him like little sprinkles of episodes in the later series where he is a Pokemon researcher. And then that's when he faces against this new competitor named Harrison. And now when Ash is in the semifinals, the Silver Conference is what it's called. That's what you call the Johto League. It's the Silver Conference. And then there's a new Pokemon that Harrison has. Harrison has a new Pokemon that they never seen before, as I've registered in the Pokédex, which that's a Pokemon you see later in the Ruby and Sapphire series, the Hoenn region, and that is the final evolution of the starter Pokemon of the Hoenn region is Blaziken, the fire type. And Blaziken beats Harrison. Blaziken, they beat Ash and wins. And so, with his part of time in the Johto League over, now it's now time for our three main characters, who's been like this in journey for 5 seasons. Ash, Misty, and Brock, they decided to go there to part their separate ways. Like, first Misty, she calls her sisters back in this Cerulean City that their sisters have gone away, and the gym is left unattended, so she has to go back there and take care of the gym. Hence leads her solo episode in the Pokemon Chronicle series, which, that I said before in previous review, that's never get released in North America on DVD. Which, why, Viz? I don't know why you have not released Pokemon Chronicles on DVD. Because you know how much a hassle? I try looking up episodes. Well, they're not on YouTube, but they're like short clips and stuff like that, but not like a full English clear quality episodes on YouTube. But it's find the hassle to find the other ones on other sites, which it's a hassle to. I don't want to do it because download to get a freaking virus on my computer, you know. So, Viz, for the love of God, please release the Pokemon Chronicles series on DVD, please. I mean, you release all the other seasons of Pokemon, why are you releasing that spin-off series? Why? I don't get it, though. But yeah. But that's when she leaves, that's why. But before that, the Nurse Joy from Viridian City gives her bike back because she fixed it up. Because remember the very start of the very first episode of the Pokemon series, how Ash ruined Misty's bike because of the lightning. Well, her bike got fixed up, and because throughout the whole series, that's the reason why she's stuck with Ash, because you owe me a new bike. You owe me a bike. So she got her bike fixed up, says her goodbyes, and she departs to Cerulean City. And same with Brock. He says goodbye to Ash, and he goes back to Pewter City to go home, tend with his place at the gym, which is the other episode in the Pokemon Chronicles series. Which, when he got back, just really quick though, when he got back, his father tried to make him to turn around, but because his mother did a lot of redesigning of the Pewter City gym, like turning into a water gym instead of a rock gym. And he had to fight his mother to leave it to put it back the way it was, and that's when he leaves to meet with Ash in the Hoenn series, which is why he has a different set of clothes, and well, even same with Misty later in the series though, and that's when in the spin-off, like I said before, that's when the episode when she gets over her fear of Gyarados, and that's why in the later in the series in the Advanced series, when they meet with Misty again, Ash is like, hey, you got over your fear of Gyarados now. And also by the time when her Togepi evolved in Togetic and she had to say goodbye to it when it had to fly off. So. But yeah. But like I said before, come on, Viz. You made released all these on DVD. What is the problem of releasing the Pokemon Chronicles series? What is the problem? It's not like you can have the money or time, because if you have put time to release every single one of these, including the new series on DVD, you can at least put the freaking Pokemon Chronicles series, okay? Because like I said, with a series dealing with Misty, Brock, like Professor Oak, Tracy, even Ash's mom as well in that one episode, dealing with Professor Oak and Tracy when Butch and Cassidy, even there's episodes when they are causing trouble as well, Butch and Cassidy, even with like I said, Casey and Richie. Those other side characters that Ash has met and wherever. So, come on, it's not that hard to do if you release all these other ones. But like I said, I'm just paying myself on that. But I'm saying that's the only spin-off series of Pokemon that never got a freaking proper DVD release. Come on, I would love to see that. Instead of making people go through the trouble and find all these episodes on YouTube, like I say, I can't find a single clear one on YouTube, but like all the other sites, I don't want to get a freaking virus on all those other sites we had to do. But anyway, getting back to the task at hand, after they depart ways, Ash goes back to his hometown, his home in Palatown, and with his mom, so he decides to go on another journey. So that's when his mom makes him a new set of clothes, and they heads to the new region, the Hoenn region, and hence entering the Pokemon of Ruby and Sapphire. So, but yeah, Master Quest. I do like the series though, but it's one of my least favorite seasons to watch. Of all the other seasons, I still watch the Johto League Journeys and Johto League Champions more than times than this one. So it's one of my least favorite seasons to watch. But I don't hate the series, because personally I never said before. I never said before throughout when I reviewed all 5 of the seasons. I apologize for what the voice cast. The voice cast of all of our 3 main characters, even Team Rocket, all do a wonderful job. I didn't even mention in all the other reviews of when I started reviewing the Pokemon series. They all do a good job. They do. I believe it was Eric Stewart who voices Brock, and also including James as well. But if everyone knows Eric Stewart, especially when he voices Brock, that voice he uses the same voice who voices Seto Kaiba in Yu-Gi-Oh! If anyone, you watch him voice Brock and compare it to the voice in Seto Kaiba in Yu-Gi-Oh! Same voice. Although he does do the same voice, he does voice James though, but a different little voice. So, but but the exact voice he does for Brock and then for Seto Kaiba. So I forgot to mention the voice cast does a wonderful job from the whole series. So I know later in the series when the actor who voices Ash the voice actors change for Ash later on. So I know that though, and then eventually until the series end of the battle of the until the series end of the Pokemon. Somewhere in Pokemon Advanced Challenge is when the voices of Brock and James changed, and then when it came to Diamond and Pearl, the voice of Meowth changed, because the voice of Meowth changed later, like especially in the Diamond and Pearl series, the same voice who voices Weevil Underwood in Yu-Gi-Oh! So, although the same voice who the one who voices Jessie has stuck throughout the whole series, so it's like the only original voice actress who voiced Jessie throughout the whole series. Unless it's a different person, but obviously I wouldn't not be able to tell that was a different voice, because it was like the exact same voice throughout the whole entire series. And I know the narrator, the original narrator left for a short period of time though, and then eventually he came back to review, to narrate throughout through Diamond and Pearl, and then on. But he didn't. From what I remember, the original narrator stepped out, and this new narrator did for like the advanced challenges and the Battle Frontier, and then the original narrator came back through the Diamond and Pearl series from then on. So, but I guess I forgot to mention the voice casters did a really great job. Even the same voice for all who does the voice of the Pokemon voices as well. And I forgot to mention the music. I forgot to mention that as well. How can I forget to mention the music? So if I didn't mention the music, the score of the music throughout when I reviewed the previous seasons. I'm sorry for that though. But yeah, I always enjoyed the scores for the Pokemon. The score for the series, and we get when they're battling or the little subtlety music, and I always enjoyed the scores to the series. So that's another thing I forgot to mention. But yeah, Pokemon Master Quest is still a good series, though, but it's my least favorite I watched, though. I still prefer, especially for the Johto League, I still watch Johto League Journeys and Johto League Champions more times than Master Quest. But still. But I don't hate the series. But that's my review for Pokemon Master Quest. Like I said, I have no favorite episodes of this series. That's why... Otherwise, I would have talked. Well, I explained a few episodes though, but they're not because it's more help the plot along though. But otherwise, I have none of these favorite episodes I have in this series. So, but for crying out loud, why don't I just bring up once again, Viz, come on, just release Pokemon Chronicles on DVD. It's not that hard to do. You're releasing all the other ones. I just felt like saying that for that one last time because even though my voice will never be heard though, but like I said, I'm just probably just a nobody. This is gonna be ignored, so. Probably I'm wasting my breath at the same time, so but still I just need to state my thing. People are saying the same thing. Why is this not released on DVD? You know, why I say the same thing I speak for other people who say the same thing. So, but yeah, that's my review for the series of Master Quest. And like I said, I'll stop right there because I have more I have other series I've been pre-recording. So, but I'll get to the rest of the series eventually. Sometime eventually, though. But I just went in because this is where the original trio of Ash, Misty, and Brock departed. So, but I'll stop right there. So, but I'll eventually get to the series, though. Eventually, but still good. Still a nice series, though. But don't hate it. But it's one of my least of the first five. It's my least favorite of where they're dealing with the original trio. Like I think I put the Adventures of the Orange Islands above Master Quest as well. But anyway, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more reviews for Anime Month. Later.